Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Eddy, and this is the beginning of the 14th week of my weekly Monday messages to give people encouragement during the COVID shutdown. And now that things are opening up, it's probably better to call it the COVID social distancing process. And what I'd like to do is just keep this simple and also mention that this is week 3, beginning of America's new examination of racism, social injustice, um, police brutality, um, and really looking at how do we make everything better. Inequality, we're becoming more awakened to or woke to the fact that the Black experience is really different from the white experience in America. And so one of the things that comes up, and I've said in prior ones, is the issue in my mind is much more how do we identify, manage, weed out high conflict personalities in professions such as the police force, in organized groups and disorganized groups such as protesters, so that we don't get our HCP is justified because of your HCP, that high conflict personalities need to be held back in all these organizations so that they don't dominate and rule. And there's a place for them, they may have skills, etc., but it's not to be in charge and not to sabotage what the whole group is trying to do. So people wonder, is there a shortcut to figuring out who's a high conflict person or someone that has a personality disorder? And also people wonder if they have a personality disorder or high conflict personality. So here's 2 questions to ask yourself. This is my simple tip for this week. And that is, what's my part in this problem? When you see a problem, if you can ask yourself, what's my part in this problem? And answer that, that's a good sign. And the second is, what can I do differently in the future? And if you can answer that question and act on it, that's a good sign. Because when people have personality disorders, the biggest characteristic is it's an enduring pattern that doesn't change. And so if you're able to self-reflect and adapt your behavior, then you don't have an enduring pattern. You're changing. And this is how 80 to 90% of people are, is they look and adapt, and that's how humanity's gotten along in so many different settings over so long. So those are the 2 key questions, and that relates to racism, that relates to professionalism, that relates to just about every aspect of our lives. So if you can ask yourself those 2 questions, then you're open to change and can make things better. And if you can't ask yourself those 2 questions, then maybe you do have a high conflict personality or a personality disorder and should go about getting some help with that. So that's my short tip. Easy to spot high conflict people just with those 2 questions. If you notice they never reflect and they never change, probably dealing with a high conflict person, likely with a personality disorder. Of course, for more on this, go to our website. We've got tons of information. But I just wanted to give you that shortcut for this week. So good luck.